there, Mopoor. Today, we're going to be working on a new project. Well, actually, I've had this thing for a lot of years. Eight-ish years, maybe, something like that. I really should be working on Becky because I'd really like to get that done. I want to get it driving. I want to get it tuned. But we're out of space here in the garage. And I need to get what I have sandblasted here in primer. And in order to get it in primer, I feel like I need to get the US car tool body stiffening, chassis stiffening kit put on some of it. So I have one piece welded on already before we even started YouTubing, I believe. But anyway, today I'm going to put the front core support brace on and the brace that goes from the firewall to the fender support or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But we'll get that put on there, do some sanding, even if it's just some cheap primer put on this, because I got to get this put back into cold storage because I need the bay to do other maintenance items, oil changes, working on the skid loader, stuff like that. I'm only here for a day and then I'm back to Texas. So just got back from Nevada and tomorrow it's off to Texas. It's balls to the wall until Christmas here. So we had to get out in the garage and do some stuff. So we'll get on this and I'll show you guys welding those on. Okay, so we're at the bottom of the core support here. Got the new piece from US Car Tool. So when they send this to you, this is, how do I get this? This is welded, it's tucked up, it's tack welded there, but it's actually too tight. I've seen other videos too. Everyone has to do the same thing. They gotta break those tack welds on there because the angle's not quite right from US Car Tool, but pretty easy to do. I already stripped the brace off of here, or the mounting pad for the brace for the core support. That'll end up getting put on there later. You want to make sure everything goes nice and tight. We're going to be welding up these holes. The one thing you definitely want to do is you want to primer between the two surfaces. You just don't want this bare metal. You don't want rust growing between that. It's just going to end up rotting out. We want this to last years and years and years. So I want my kids to enjoy this thing. Well, at least my boy. My daughter hates old cars, but that's another story. Anyway, so I'm going to get some acetone. It fits pretty nice. I'm going to clamp the hell out of it as we start tack welding it and everything here. But I'm going to get some acetone, clean these two surfaces, and then get some primer put on those, some weld through primer so it doesn't burn away. And yeah, should be good to go. Let that dry up here, then we'll get it put up there, make some marks, and sand. I'll take the sander, sand where exactly we're gonna weld, and then start buzzing it on. Once you know you got it where you want it, you can take and start tack welding those and keep moving it tighter, keep moving the clamps, and yeah. there from back in the day. I don't know if you guys can see this. Yeah, you can. Where it's buckled up, it's split. Rather than just welding that up, I'm going to take the cutting wheel and put a little room in there because the metal's so stretched, I can't get it straight. So, yeah, like this side's nice and straight. So I'll take and put a relief cut in there. I'll end up having to make that hole round again if I want to make it look right. But right now there's just too much metal in there for how stretched it is to get it nice and flat. So I'll make some room in there with the zip wheel and yeah, be right back. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Let's see if we can see around that at all. So now I'll just take and zap weld that. It's a lot better. A lot muy better. Okay, once you know you got everything where you want it, you can just start stitching welding. I'm not really, I am gonna bounce around on this, but I'm not really too worried about a lot of, golly jeepers, a lot of warpage. It's not an external body panel or anything like that, but yeah, I will jump around on this, try to even the heat out a little bit, but yeah. let this cool down just a little bit. It's getting pretty warm. We'll start tack welding the other piece in. All right, so same deal over here. It's been fitted, primered, weld through primer, everything's on there. So now, this is a little bit different because you gotta tack and then really push it up in where it needs to be. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, it's really not that bad. Okay. Okay, got it all welded up. Gotta take and clean up the welds, make them not so pointy and, you know, your start stop spots, whatever, all the little spatter, clean up. But for now, because I need to get this out of here, get this bay open, I'm gonna take and just do a quick wipe down with some acetone and spray all this bare metal. And yeah, I'm just gonna use a cheap rattle can primer and get it sprayed down so it doesn't flash rust. And then we obviously got to come back and do a lot more body work and metal work and all that. But yeah, that kit's pretty darn easy to install. Had some welder problems, darn liners going out on it, but overall, feel like it's gonna stiffen it up. So we'll get back at it at a later date. We gotta put frame connectors and torque boxes and mini tub kit and all that in it. But yeah, hope that helps you guys out. And yeah, get out there and work on your cars. This took me, maybe even with fighting the welder, the liner in it and everything, took me, oh geez, maybe let's just call it 2 hours. It really wasn't bad. Just remember, bounce around so you don't get too much crazy heat in one area, and it's a good kit. All right, guys, remember, we are Mopoor. Get out there and work on your stuff.